What up, what up, what up? My bad. I'm just sending out everything. You already know what's good. You already know what's good. Come join us on live. We live, we live, we live. Let's go. All right, there we go. We litty like six titty. All right, let me pull up the live chat. What up, Anthony? What up, David? What up, Holla Boy? What up, Nugget? What's going down? What up, Elizabeth? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody living good, feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Just everything is good because that's just how it should be. Everything should be fantastically wonderful at all times. Even when it ain't good, shit, it's still good. You know what I mean? that's that being way too positive for life shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. Hell, hopefully everybody's been doing good though, man. I do apologize for my absence. I had like a slight little like allergy cold, and then I've been busy as shit just with a whole lot of just like life stuff, business shit, printing, just things have been just chaotic the last few days, last week or so. So yeah, I apologize. Oh, and my computer screen broke, so you guys can't tell, but there's little parts of my computer screen that are all jacked up. It's very frustrating. I got to go get the screen fixed and everything, so it is what it is. But you know, we back at it. You know what I'm saying? We back at it. So let's go ahead and jump back into this, man. Let's get back to it like we ain't never left. Because that's the reality. That's how we do it. We just, you know, we may have some off days, and all of a sudden we just back at it like, you know, nothing happened type shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, man, let's give a big shout out to all the members of the channel real quick, and we're gonna jump into this video. Or at least the first video of this live. We got Holla Girl, Mama Dukes, Epic Summers, Epic Service, Misty Summers, Nick, Sam, Nene, Holla Boy, Funny Farm, Robin, Northern Downpour, Kara Taylor, Shauna, Driver Thoughts, Dave, Happy Chick, Wild Turkey, Jamal, Ryan, Keith, Kenneth, Diesel Fuel, Creatively Insane, Aaron, Nugget, My Hood Life, and Gary Willis. Gang, 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 gang. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to all the members of the channel, baby. If you guys want to go ahead and join these members, these amazing individuals, think about hitting that join button down below. If not, please just subscribe, hit the bell notification. Thank you, because that helps tremendously, you know, by you just doing that simple thing there, subscribing, and it's free. So there's no excuses for free. Everybody likes free. What up, Robin Lynn? Yeah, my bad. I will probably cough a couple times during this video or this live, just because, like I said, I was just getting over my allergy, like an allergy cold. Yeah, so sorry if I cough in advance during this live and it sounds bad, but it's just a bunch of mucus. Anyways, go Blue Cam. She had no criminal history and she decides to do this. Let's see what she does. Let's go.
On February 28th, 2022, an officer was on routine patrol when they observed a speeding silver vehicle in Genoa City, Wisconsin.
Oh, she was just smashing.
They attempted to catch up to the vehicle as it was traveling 70 miles per hour in a 25-mile-per-hour zone.
Oh, so she just
The
doubled
driver
down.
of the vehicle was later identified as 34-year-old Brittany Anderson.
What up, John?
After Brittany illegally passed another car, the officer observed her pull into the parking lot of an apartment complex and strike 4 parked cars.
Damn. Why would, like, how do you... She was fleeing when she has to be drunk.
27 before I got a high-risk stop.
She's got to be drunk.
As the officer had her at gunpoint, they waited for backup to arrive before performing a high-risk stop.
Let me see your hands! Do not move!
What up, Jamal?
2704, if you want to have rescue stage.
Love you too,
Negative, I
Elizabeth.
got the subject at gunpoint. Waiting to do high risk.
Love all you guys,
Both
man.
your hands!
What up, Amber?
With your right hand, turn off the vehicle! Driver! With your right hand, turn off the vehicle!
When Brittany was ordered to shut off her vehicle, she closed the door and proceeded to drive onto the sidewalk and grass of the apartments.
Driver!
She's gotta be drunk.
2704, driver's fleeing. Driver's taking off through the field, heading on Main. Westbound.
Where does she think she's going? Well, shit. I mean, if the cop wasn't ballsy enough to follow her, she had an SUV. Why didn't she? Let's go hop the curb, too.
Heading south on Freeman. About to turn west on Main.
At that point, the officer lost visual of her and returned to the crash scene as residents of the apartment complex were awakened by the incident.
Vehicle fled from 770 Main Street. Went through the parking lot,
Wow.
unknown travel
How the fuck
direction.
did she get... Look, here's the problem. One, this cop has, I'm pretty sure, one of those Ford Explorer SUVs, you know, cop SUVs, and has more than enough capability to go ahead and follow this lady through this apartment complex in the field and whatever else, all the grass, all the dirt, all that good jazz. She's more than capable of following. Why she chose to take this alternative way around the building and try to cut her off on streets, hoping that she went a specific way that would allow her to cut her off, really blows my mind. And like you can't predict that right there. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you would have just got lucky, and that would have been all it was fucking luck. Because I'm sure there was probably 9 other ways to get out of that goddamn complex taking the route that she took. So yeah, why she didn't just follow? I'm just really confused why she, like, you have the tools. Use them. Like, your vehicle is a tool at your disposal. Use it. It's the reason why y'all get them all-wheel drive vehicles. I'm just saying, you know. I know all-wheel's not as good as four-wheel, but shit, it's better than, you know, two-wheel. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You would have been able to keep up with her.
Heading towards west.
I don't know. That just shit just made no sense to me. I just had to point that out.
Malibu, no 28. There should be extreme front end damage on the vehicle.
I think it's just radiator fluid. I don't know if the fire department can do anything with it, but...
Alright.
Oh, she smacked some shit. Holy.
Vehicle's gonna be missing a bumper.
About 15 minutes later, a Walworth County Sheriff's deputy located a vehicle matching the description of the suspect that fled. The deputy
Because of
attempted a
that
traffic
bumper.
stop on her again, but she continued to flee.
I mean, she's already in trouble. She's doubling down. Double, triple. She's hitting them triple doubles.
It's gonna be a silver Mazda,
Copy, Silver Mazda. Copy. Eastbound Highway B at 30 miles an hour.
While the initial officer was gathering the crash victim's information, they overheard via radio traffic the deputy locating Brittany.
Here, I'll be right back. I'll be right with you. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
2704, I'm approaching
Oh boy must not be informed. Talking about what's going on. So you can hear this shit over the radio? Be right back.
Yep. I got sticks set up. Go ahead again. All right, copy.
Stay in your position. We're staying.
Bro, they are pulling out all the stops to catch this chick. They got the
I copy.
strips.
I'm ready.
I just want to know if she's drunk. She's got to be
You got an
drunk.
ambulance in front
This
of
has
you
got
now.
to be a simple DUI case, bro.
I copy. I got the spikes right. Oh.
Oh, did she just stop?
Sorry if we fucked that up for you. It's all right. Shit happens. We didn't even know that you guys were in the area. Yeah, I thought you would have seen the lights, but it's all good, dude. No resentment or anything. I gotta go, though. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the thing.
27 form to be setting up.
What the fuck? So the fire department just fucked up they shit? Hold up. So confused. Hold on. Come on, play. I'm so confused what just happened.
I copy. I'm ready. You got an ambulance in front of you now. I copy. I got the spikes right. Oh.
Oh, so he didn't even get to use them. He's just putting them away. He's all mad because the fire department and shit blew their cover.
It's all right. Shit happens. We didn't even know that you guys were in the area. Yeah, I thought you would have seen the lights, but it's all good, dude. No resentment or anything. I gotta go, though. I don't know.
He sounds salty as a
I'm trying to figure
motherfucker.
out the
He's
thing.
like, no resentment or nothing, but I gotta go though. He's salty.
27 form spikes are in place.
Salty. Oh, she's going like 2 miles an hour. She coming to a stop. She said, fuck it. She don't want to have to replace tires.
Eventually, Brittany stopped and deputies conducted a high-risk stop.
They about to tear her ass up out that car.
546.
Look,
If you hit the spike,
big boy rifles and everything.
Negative. Stopped right before the spikes. Setting up high risk.
Woo-hoo-wee. She acting like, god damn. She done made them had to pull out the big boy toys and shit. Like, shit.
Let's go. Do it now. Driver, shut off your car.
I'm a big
Do it
kid
now.
now. Ding.
Driver, throw the keys out the window.
Bruh.
546, he shut off his vehicle. He's not responding.
She complied initially, but then turned her vehicle back on. She continued to drive off, striking the officer's stop sticks in the process and nearly hitting a deputy.
What is her deal?
He's starting the car back up. He's heading north.
They're clutcher.
Successful spike.
What is going through this lady's head, bro?
I'm gonna try to block the vehicle in.
Get in front of him. Don't cut him off. 522, we're now.
Passing the way station in Richmond right now. Looks like he's about to park. No traffic. Speed's
What
about
is-
25 miles an hour.
Well, I want to know what the
Turning
end goal was.
into the way station.
Several assisting agencies were able to close in on Brittany, but she still managed to escape.
2704 vehicles boxed in.
Copy, vehicle box.
What is she doing? Oh, she said, fuck it, we hitting the... Oh, I thought she was going through the fucking field. She just went around this motherfucker.
Jesus
At
Christ.
10 miles an hour.
704, we're heading back over to the Wisconsin border.
The officer advised that they would be
What?
executing a pit maneuver on her vehicle and was able to get it to spin and come to a stop.
I'm pit certified.
You want to move up to it? We'll move over.
2704 attempting pit.
I said, well, let's go ahead and put her down.
Hands up!
Go ahead and put her ass down. She lucky they didn't fucking just start busting at her. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could have been one of those situations where you just got busted at for being stupid. Like, this whole fucking scenario could have been so much worse. Like, what if they just decided at that moment when they had you completely surrounded, you turned the car off and then proceeded to turn it back on? What if as soon as you decided to start rolling off, they just like, fuck it, light her up. Blah, you know what I'm saying? And they just lit that whole fucking little, you know, whatever it was, whatever they said it was, little Mazda, whatever, 3 you got going on here. They just lit that bitch up. You know what I'm saying? For what? Like, for what? That's what we're about to find out, I guess, if there's a good reason for this shit. And I can't come up with one.
On my person, no.
I don't think she got a good explanation for this shit. Is she at least drunk?
Nice stuff.
Thanks.
That's good shit.
But her squad's going to be close, so someone's going to need to transport her.
Yeah, we'll take care of her. Just get her in the squad.
Why is the squad totaled?
Hold on, sorry.
Is it, you think it's drivable or?
Yeah, I was driving. I just don't know.
Hey,
Just
a little bit of damage. Cool. I would
I was
think.
about to
we'd
say,
probably
that
wanna
little
get
ass bump at
patrol
fucking 15 miles an hour wasn't enough to
just
fuck
'cause
that
we're kind
shit
of
up.
involved and
What are you saying to me?
involved and
Her car's gonna be totaled. Like, what?
it sounds like
If that little fucking Mazda 3 done hit 4 cars, hopped curbs, all sorts of shit, and was pit maneuvered and probably still was able to drive away, save your bullshit. The cop car is driving away from that, okay? Fuck out of here.
I got a spot
That
on
dude
right
is
here.
dramatic as
Unless you want
fuck
to do
about that.
126. Either 126 or 127.
It's your guys' car.
Who's 126? You mind if we put her in your car?
You got to check her
I didn't. It looked like,
to the visual.
go ahead and sit.
Is she a drug addict, maybe? And she's like on a binge? She doesn't seem like she's on alcohol, because she would be probably
I
acting
found
a
it
little
going
more
east on D,
belligerent.
heading towards Genoa City at 10 miles an hour.
So
That was you
confused.
that I went by?
She's so cooperative for
go is like 30.
her
And,
to
yeah,
have
the
just
bumper was
ran
gone,
from
so it
like
matched the
15
description.
cops.
They didn't have we didn't have a solid, we didn't have a plate
So
or anything that
lost.
doesn't have a plate. So.
More solid than what you see.
So the crash happened in Richmond?
No, it happened here in Genoa City.
me doing 84 downtown.
Oh, it happened by you first?
I first didn't crash by me, so then
Kim got it 60 on
that's
Main
when I
in
had our
Genoa City.
dispatch call Walworth.
Dude, I had the stop stick set up perfectly, and then rescue pulled out right as you were coming.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah.
Kim, you never were on foot with her, were you?
No,
Look, see, he is so salty, bro. That motherfucker is so salty. He said, bro, I had the spike set up so perfectly, dog. I was about to spike. I was about to be the reason the spikes were successful. I had it. I was in perfect position. And then the emergency vehicles had to pull their bitch asses out. Like, damn. Damn. I thought you'd see the lights, but I guess you didn't. Like, buddy was salty.
I think it was dispatch.
He's so salty about that shit, bro.
Yeah, we all thought he should have put
He had to make mention
She
of
never
that
got out of the car.
to his
My
boys.
stop sticks are still in the road.
I'm
I
pretty
don't even
close.
know where am I at? Is this Illinois?
No, you're just across the Illinois-Wisconsin border.
I'm not from this area at all.
What county are you from?
I'm from a different state entirely.
Which state?
I don't know if I'm talking about it right now.
Okay, I'm not trying to
I know.
identify you or anything.
No.
I'm
That's
just-
not even that. I just don't want to talk about it right now. That's all.
Okay.
I just don't feel
Okay, so
comfortable talking about
to
it.
kind of put you
What?
in like a geographical estimate for
Yeah, because
where
I
you
don't
are,
have.
you're like,
What's that like? Are we north?
so we're southeast Wisconsin right now. I'm gonna close the door. I can see you
Yeah,
shaking,
it's
so
cool.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
Bruh, I am so lost.
Yeah, we can do that. Yep.
It's
So which
okay.
one?
No,
This
it's
one is
okay.
bad?
No, it's okay. I think I must have just been like sitting on it or leaning on it or something. Yeah, it's okay.
Put that one on top of your head. Go ahead, put that on.
I am so confused.
So we're trying to figure out who
That's
you
way too
are.
tight. Okay, no, it was on my bum. Sorry, that's all.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out who you are, and you not telling us your date of birth is kind of.
We're gonna prolong this whole thing.
Yeah. Why aren't you telling us your date of birth?
Because I don't want to talk about it right now.
This is your
Anything.
date of birth.
What?
You don't have to say anything else. We just need to know who you are. So you
You
don't.
have my name.
Right, but we need your date of birth. You literally don't have to say anything else. It's fine.
What do you need my date of birth for?
Because
So they know that they're looking up the right motherfucking person. What are you talking about?
Otherwise, we can't look you up. You're not in house or anything.
She's like trying to be so fucking smart
I don't
that
have
she's
to
being dumb.
Yeah, and that's so it's good for you, but we can't. We don't know who you are. So
I don't want to talk right now.
okay. So but
Well, you're gonna prolong this whole thing.
I mean, I don't want to talk right now.
okay. Well, like I said, it would. We're just trying to figure out who you are. It doesn't have anything to do with the situation.
Hi, I'm Officer Goldsley, Genoa City Police Department. Is your first name Brittany? Okay. Brittany Faye Anderson. This is you? Okay. All right. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be used
Miranda
against you in the
rights.
court of law. You have the right to talk to a
We know all
places
that
his
shit.
rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
I didn't hear what you said the very last thing was.
Do you understand each of these rights I explained to you?
Basically.
Yes or no?
Basically.
I mean, not exactly.
Do you want me to reread it again?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
You have the right to
Lord.
remain silent. We're making.
No, not yet.
Do you wish to talk to me?
No, not yet.
Well, it's not obvious you're under arrest for fleeing, resisting, and a whole skew of other charges. Okay?
Facts.
Do you need
But
rescue?
you got hella charges.
No? Okay. So nothing's hurt on you, you're all good?
But she's like super, like she don't seem like she's on drugs. She don't seem like she's drunk.
She was transported to a local hospital for a legal blood draw and to perform standardized field sobriety tests.
Keep your arms down to your side. Okay, do you understand the test?
Uh,
1,000 like that? Yes. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000 like that. 4, 1,000. 5, 1,000. 6, 1,000.
I mean, she's doing pretty well.
Brittany was charged
she
with
in
2
dr- was
felony
she
counts
drunk?
of vehicle fleeing, eluding an
No
officer,
DUI.
which she was later found guilty of. She also received OWI,
Oh, she
first
was.
offense, along with several
But they
other
didn't- that
citations
doesn't mean
totaling
that
over
she,
$3,500.
But see, OWIs are not DWIs or anything like a driving while in. Well, I guess it's just operating while intoxicated. But intoxicated could be many different things, whether it be drugs or alcohol. It just means that you're impaired, or driving while impaired is the other way that it, OWI or DUI could stand for. But anyways, yeah, interesting. I'm really still confused. We left this one with more questions than answers, like because she was charged of that, like I said, it could have been a multitude of things, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if she was drunk or high or both. I don't know. She was really good. Whatever the fuck she was, whatever she does, she's good at it. Anyways, let's see what this one. Woman
On
gets herself
December
arrested again
17th,
immediately after getting
2022,
released.
a Monroe County Sheriff's deputy
Why?
was dispatched to the
The only way you would do that, or reason you would do that, or for doing that, is you have nowhere else to go, and you see it's snowing out here. So she walked out and was like, it was warmer inside. I had a bed. I had 3 hots, which means 3 meals, and yeah, a shower occasionally. Let me go ahead and get my ass back inside. Like, you know what I'm saying? She
Courthouse
said,
in
fuck
Sparta,
this.
Wisconsin. A female subject, 31-year-old Rebecca Nichols, had been attempting to enter vehicles outside the courthouse. Jail staff inside the courthouse were monitoring her and notified dispatch of the situation. It should be known that Rebecca was arrested earlier in the day for several counts of bail jumping due to her violating her GPS restrictions. She had since been released from custody. A week prior, she prevented a jail staff member from entering their vehicle after being released from custody, making this the second time Rebecca has engaged in illegal activity immediately upon being released.
Yeah, she has nowhere else to go. I wouldn't even call her a habitual. Like, she just legitimately has nowhere else to go. She's going back to jail because she's more comfortable in jail than outside in the real world where she's got to be responsible for herself. That's all I can come up with. What is this bitch doing?
Upon approach, there were 2 subjects that were walking away from the area. Rebecca appeared if she was talking to them and addressed one of them as Dad. However, they continued walking and ignored her.
Rebecca. No, come here.
Come on. I was trying to get in my brother's car, and now
Your brother's car?
Yes.
Whose car is it?
Oh my gosh, my brother.
Rebecca?
Please.
Stop.
My brother's car. She's crazy.
No, stop.
She's got
Stop
some mental
walking.
issues, bro.
I can't. I need
Holy.
to
Rebecca, stop.
Please stop.
No.
I'm not getting arrested.
Stop. Are you going to keep walking away from me, or can I let go of
You
you?
can talk to me, but I don't appreciate you holding on to me right now.
Well, I told you to stop. That means stop.
Okay, let me sit down here
Facts.
so I don't slip.
Let me talk to you like a child.
What are you
getting
doing?
My dad's car. Please don't, officer.
Stop.
I step on the edge.
Relax. Stop.
How are you gonna try to open up a car door in front of the cop as you're trying to
While
walk
attempting to
away
take
from
her
this
into
nigga?
custody, she ignored commands and continuously resisted.
Just stop.
And continue to try to break into people's vehicles.
We get a
call that
you're out here trying to get into random vehicles.
Right.
I'm not, I promise. Please, officer, I promise you. I shouldn't
Go
be
ahead and
under
walk her ass
arrest.
back across the street. Walk her ass right back across the street. Judge, go ahead and give her some days.
Stop resisting.
Check her ass in for
Drop the stuff in your
72-hour
hand.
hold.
Drop it.
Bitch is nuts.
This is I had to stay in there for 15 days last time.
Is this your vehicle?
No, I saw my dad in it. I was I was trying to get to...
Stop.
Can I tell you the story?
You can talk without looking at me and stop resisting.
Well, this is what happened last time I stayed there for 15 days. Please, officer, I don't need to be under arrest.
You do, because you are fucking
You're under arrest.
trying to break into people's cars.
Please,
Fucking
I'm
not
begging
cool.
you.
Where'd your
Officer,
purse go?
I'm begging you.
Step away from the car.
Please don't do this to me.
Stop.
I
You want to run this plate? And the other side of that silver car, there's a blue SUV.
I just checked the handle because
Is it your vehicle?
No,
Then you cannot
however,
check the
I'm not,
handles.
I understand, and
Okay.
I'm not trying.
Okay.
Look, I have
Then
not
stop.
done anything wrong.
Stop.
Can I
Yeah.
Please sit down on the sidewalk
Checking
for a
people's
second?
vehicles to see if they're unlocked or not
Asking you nicely.
can be perceived as you
My
trying to
cigarettes
break
aren't even
in.
missing. They're not going to let me back out of there.
You're
This
missing
is
a
what
lot
they-
of property right now. Where'd you put your purse?
Please, officer, I wasn't breaking any laws.
I don't even know where she sat her shit
I
down.
need to get out. I was car when you came walking up
Which
to
car
me.
is your brother's car? Which car is your brother's car?
I think it's the...
You think or you know? Because
don't
I know
know.
every vehicle that my sibling drives. I don't just go around checking random door handles.
I
Right.
thought...
Facts.
Please,
What's your brother's
I'm
name?
not breaking into vehicles.
What's your brother's name?
Jacob.
Jacob what?
Oh, my name.
Jacob what? What?
But can I please
Your
sit on the
brother probably
phone?
don't even claim
we're
your
gonna walk
ass.
back
He
to
I'm
the
probably be
not
like,
getting
damn it.
arrested, sir. There's nothing
are
to
under
arrest
arrest.
What's her
me
name?
Do not
for.
resist.
Jessica or some shit. Amanda,
Please,
whatever the fuck
I
she
didn't
I forgot.
do anything.
I'm just throwing out random white girl names. My
Please.
bad.
Come on, guys. I can't go through this again.
You need to stop
On the
getting
sidewalk.
out of jail and trying to-
If you don't walk, you will slide down the sidewalk
Okay, but
on your butt.
I'm not going back.
Walk
You
before
are
fall.
definitely going back.
No.
Look, and it's not even a far
You tried to be handles.
journey.
Come on, guys.
It's so goddamn close we could walk.
I'm not breaking
more
any
you
laws.
resist,
You
the
don't
more
even
They
charges
came and
you add up.
arrested
talk
you
to
without
me
even getting
about
in the
it.
car.
I'm not resisting.
How dumb do you have to be?
But you not walking with me means you're resisting.
Bitch, you better just go ahead and walk. You know you was trying to get back inside.
The simple fact that you ended up
walking
pinned up
through the
against
back
the side
door.
of that car because you wouldn't stop pulling away, you wouldn't
They're
stop
walking
walking
through
away
the
from
back
me,
door.
means you're resisting.
Officer, I honestly.
30 to 44. I'm gonna take a look around for that purse she was brought in with the first time. I have no idea where that is.
They just took her ass back to jail through the back door, bruh. We ain't never seen no shit like this before. We've seen some crazy shit, but we have never seen somebody get arrested or get released and get arrested literally like 30 minutes after getting released outside of the police station, bro. Holy. They literally took her ass right back inside. Like, come
Because
on,
I told
bitch.
you to. That's why you have to do that.
What up, Buzzer?
All right, officer, I'm sorry. Please.
Do not come off the wall.
Okay, let's go inside.
Walk.
Stop pulling against us.
I'm not trying not to listen.
You're trying not to listen? I understand that.
Oh man, yeah, she's definitely trying not to listen. She said it right.
Released her. I'm not going to check all this because I'm just going to bottom line.
He's like, we
I'll
just
be on the better
released
side
her.
of the building, and that's why I asked if you would walk me through that area.
This is the second time in the last 2 hours you've been arrested, so you're going to be sitting.
I'm not. Sir, I just talked to him about it. Please.
Every time in the last couple weeks you've been released from jail, you are trying to get into people's cars.
I promise it was.
Rebecca, you wouldn't let me in my vehicle last week.
Honey, I didn't go anywhere. I don't have anything in my pockets.
I have to check you again either way.
Please.
There's no please. You can plead all you want.
Didn't let me go down
But
there.
your dumb ass is
Please don't
coming
put me
right
back
back to jail.
I
And this
didn't get
time
any
you
new
sitting
charges.
back down.
You did.
What? What?
For sure, at least resisting.
Officer, I wasn't resisting.
Not to mention, how many open bonds are you on?
We already
God
got it on
damn.
paper.
Is that like a
Okay,
12?
so 8 new counts of bail jumping plus resisting plus entering other vehicles.
Please.
This motherfucker is like 16 years old. What the fuck?
2 counts
Are
of
they
bail
so
jumping
short
plus
staffed? Where the
resisting.
fuck is this at? Where is this? They are this short staffed that they are hiring teenagers as fucking security guards? Bruh, this little, how is this kid? This is a kid, bruh. How is he doing any sort of anything in a jail? You know how much this motherfucker getting punked, bruh.
Entering other vehicles.
Please.
Look, he look out of
Officer, I'm
place.
begging
What the
you.
fuck?
And this time, Rebecca, you are going to change over for us. You're not going to lay down in the shower again.
That motherfucker
We
look
will
like a
cut your
baby
clothes
face
off.
little boy.
Can you
They look
please
like he
be
just got out of
officers
his
and
pampers
listen
and
to me
shit.
for a second?
The hell?
After the handcuffs were removed,
nuts ain't
she
even
immediately
dropped. He don't
stood
even
up
got
and
no
tried
hair on his
walking
face.
away.
He couldn't grow a mustache to save his life.
Sit down.
Why, y'all are trying
No.
to change it?
Do not move.
I need your coat and your shoes.
Please, I'm waiting to hear from bond monitoring.
Rebecca, I need your coat and shoes.
You ain't going to bond monitoring, bitch. You going back to jail.
Seriously? They just said I'm going to bond monitoring.
Okay,
That's
now
I
you have
didn't.
new
I
charges.
didn't. No, that's what I'm sure.
We had you on camera. You were trying to open multiple different vehicles.
Multiple. Yeah, bitch.
I went to go in one because I thought it was my brother's. When I was mistaken, I went to go in the other one that I was told might have been my brother's, and I didn't even make it there. There was a whole bunch of people in there.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm not the one that makes your charges, but I need your coat and shoes.
You guys just said that I could go to bond monitoring, but you just said that.
I didn't hear nobody say shit about no bond monitoring.
Guys, please, I didn't break any laws. But I want to speak with the arresting officer because I didn't break any laws.
He's right here.
Yeah. Hi. I didn't resist arrest. I
did.
I let you put the cuffs on right away. I also stood
Stop
with
yelling,
my back like
bitch.
this to you for you to put the cuffs on.
Lie.
sit down so that there wouldn't be any issues.
Lie again.
So therefore, oh, yes, sir, I did.
Lie again.
Sir,
Lie again. And you tried to open up another car after you fucking walked away.
please. Oh my gosh, this is seriously?
Stop walking away.
Yeah, you getting
You guys
snatched
just
up.
tapped me this
Woo! They snatched her ass back. She tried to walk away. Buddy said, get your ass. Get over here. This motherfucker turned into Scorpion and shit, bro. Get over here. Look at this shit. This nigga hit her with the fucking Mortal Kombat moves and shit. Look at this.
Oh, yes, sir, I did.
Look, this is when you know shit is real right here. This must be Big Dog right here. This must be Big Dog on campus right here. This is Big Dog right here. When he get involved, shit is not a game no more. This shit is not a game no more. There's no more fucking talking about shit. Bitch, take your coat off, take your shoes off. Get over here. Like, oh shit. Look at this. Look at this shit, bro.
Pulling away.
Sir,
So,
please.
Look, oh, take the jacket off now. Look, he's like, let me help you.
Gosh, this is
Get over. But he put his hands on this bitch. Oh shit. He said, look, take the coat off. Let me help you. We're gonna take that jacket off right now. She tried to walk away. Get over here.
Stop walking away.
You guys just tapped me. This is.
We don't give a damn. Give me them shoes, bitch. Give me them socks, ho. Give me the other one. Give me the socks, bitch.
I couldn't make it there because she went out that doorway. That's y'all's fault.
All right.
No, it's your
He said, all right, whatever.
This is wrong.
I don't give a
should
fuck
not.
what you're talking
This is
about.
wrong.
Throw your
Legally,
temper
you're
tantrum, talk your shit, but you're gonna do what the fuck I'm telling you to do right now.
I should be going to bond monitoring. She
He
should
said,
let
here,
me
let me
go
help
through
you
that
take
hallway,
this
just like
fucking
I asked
wristwatch
you.
off
We
too,
did
because you
let
can't take none
No,
of
you
this shit to the
didn't.
back.
I asked you, no. I asked
Buddy
you
is
to
not
wait.
playing no games. Holy shit.
I'm telling
There's
you.
not one game to be played with
Threw
Big
me out
Dog.
in the snow.
Now you're back, so you don't have to worry about that.
Shit.
Put your shoe on.
I go through
Here.
this every time and
Put
I'm
your shoe on. You're not going out this time. You're going to stay with us.
I'm changing over this
You
time.
about to stay with
Put that
us.
shoe on.
Fuck you talking
I
about.
shouldn't have gotten you.
Get real comfortable, bitch. This is your house
Put the
shoes.
shoe on or go without it.
I'm not.
These your house shoes. These your going out shoes. These your everything shoes.
Get out.
Whoa! They playing no games. Oh shit. They said, yeah.
She was
Do shit. Oh my. I hit
I'm sorry,
Siri.
I couldn't find what you were looking
I
for.
don't care, Siri. Take your ass away.
and if she laid on the floor again,
Hold on.
she was then escorted to the change-up room. She was giving instructions to change over, and if she laid on the floor again, her clothes would be cut off. Rebecca continually argued with the jail staff and was escorted to a booking cell.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Because I should be bonding out.
There ain't no bond, bitch. You ain't got a bond yet till you see the judge. We're gonna just hold on to you. We're gonna just hold on to you.
anytime she gets arrested, it should be on.
What up, Trap? What up, big dog?
Going in the cell and we're getting your.
I'm gonna hit you up fucking either tonight or tomorrow, bro.
I'm not. I shouldn't have.
Hopefully everything's been good with you too, player. You know what I'm saying? Player.
You don't have to rip my arm out. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
They ain't not playing no games with this bitch, bro. They are not playing no games. They said, fuck around, we're gonna cut your clothes off, bitch. We don't give a damn. You gonna leave out this motherfucking shit in your jail fucking uniform.
The clothes off yourself. I'm not doing this in front of 3 other male officers. Nobody's watching. The blanket is right here. Nobody can see you.
When they laid her down on the bed to cut her clothes off, she immediately began screaming constantly.
Last chance. No, I'm cutting them off. Cut my clothes off. That's it. I'm not gonna be.
What up, Texas Brown?
I can't.
Oh Lord, they told you, they warned you multiple times. They said, play these games, we're gonna cut your clothes off. They told her.
She fought against their efforts to keep her on the bed and started slapping her hand around at the staff.
Golly.
Do not hit.
Don't cut my clothes off.
You had the opportunity.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You guys did something.
They are so done with this bitch. They said, nah, we don't care about none of that shit no more. Fuck the bullshit, bitch. This is jail.
Deny that
You don't get to play. You don't get to play. You don't get to tell us what to do or what you about to do. Bitch, you gonna do what we gonna tell you to do it, or we going or else. Shit. You're more than welcome to take the or else. It's your motherfucking option. The or else is getting your clothes cut off. Holy, she learned today. Oh
Relax.
man.
You need to stay on your stomach.
Relax.
Lesson of the day, kids.
You calm down.
Follow directions when you find your ass in jail.
You can breathe.
You might just want to
Breathe
follow
in
the
through your nose
rules.
and out through your mouth.
They aren't playing no games.
Stop. Okay, then breathe. Relax. 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 Okay, we are not going to bond monitoring. You're in jail. Stop.
You're in jail. Let me clarify that.
Because you are
They said, let's go ahead and clarify. You're in jail, bitch.
Slide your arm through your shirt. Stop. Slide your arm through your shirt.
right, Robin. You can scream, you can breathe, because you ain't fucking screaming if you can't fucking breathe, bitch. It take a whole lot of breath to scream.
Rebecca was charged with felony counts of attempted battery by a prisoner, bail jumping,
8 times?
misdemeanor counts of resistance.
How the fuck do you bail jump 8 times? Holy, I mean, we've seen a lot of like where people get like bail jumping ×2, bail jumping ×3, maybe even 4. But 8? This bitch is the queen of bail jumping right here. God damn. This is like a fucking bail bondsman's worst nightmare. Shit. This bitch probably got 8 different bail bondsmen and shit on this. On her bails. God damn.
Disorderly conduct, attempted entry into a locked vehicle,
Why do they keep
and
giving this
bail
bitch
jumping.
bonds?
She was released a few days later on a $500 cash
What?
bond. Almost
She
a month
just-
later. Oh,
Watch. He's about to say almost a month later. She was picked up again after bail jumping for the 9th time.
bench warrant was authorized for Rebecca
See?
due to her violating the rules
Oh,
of the bond
bruh.
monitoring program.
Told you.
The following day, she was taken into custody with a cash bond set at $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Head over to CodeBlueCam.
They just don't have no room for this bitch. She just don't really be doing nothing for real, other than acting stupid. And they're just like, God damn, we got to just keep letting this bitch out. Like, there's really nothing that we can do for her. Like, we ain't got, like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing for her. She's just taking up a bed, bro. Like, what is going on? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if there's some other ones, bro. See what Columbia got. How did you get up there? Oh, bruh. Buddy was trying to steal some shit and got his ass stuck on a fence.
Hey, what's your name?
Let me go blow my nose real quick. Does he have one leg? Bro, was Buddy trying to hop a fence with one leg?
Please watch out.
Are you seeing something?
Right there in front of me.
What are you seeing?
Oh, hell, let me, nigga. Shit is about to be wild. Let me go blow my nose. This is about to be nuts.
On October the 4th, 2020, at approximately 12:05 a.m., officers with the Columbus Division of Police were dispatched on a call about a man who crashed his vehicle on a baseball diamond and somehow got him stuck on top of a fence. The man only had one leg.
Oh my God, he did only have one leg. What the fuck?
One interesting thing about this particular...
How did Buddy climb a fence with one leg? I'm not saying that it's not like possible. I'm not trying to insinuate that a motherfucker with one leg can't climb a fence, okay? People with one leg, with no legs, you know what I'm saying? No bodies and shit. They be doing some amazing shit. Motherfuckers with just a head and some arms and shit, a neck, shoulders and shit, still be able to do everything, you know what I'm saying? Be missing everything from the pecs down, like, you know, turn around and steal your bitch and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, people who are in precarious situations or, you know, very peculiar predicaments do amazing things all the time. So I don't want to make it seem like I don't think that it's possible for a motherfucker with one leg to be able to climb a fence. But I am curious, God damn it. How the fuck does one without 2 legs climb a fence? And we saw from the beginning of this video, that was not like a little fence. That wasn't just like a little, like, let me just throw my nub over the top and just, no, the motherfucker had to do a little bit of climbing, a little bit of pulling up. Like, even if you did like the pull up method, like how did you then, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That the primary officer is on
That's
field
wild.
training. This means he's a brand new officer out of the academy.
Oh, so this is
an
an
video where you'll see his FTO coaching him through the process and helping him figure out.
Hey, boss. I'm responding to an accident and I got a motherfucker with one leg on top of a fence tripping balls. What do I do? I don't think they taught me this shit in the academy.
What he is supposed to do.
What the fuck?
At the end of the day, the officers were unable to determine whether this man was intoxicated or suffering from a mental breakdown. He was transported to a local hospital for evaluation.
Bruh, he was tripping balls. He was tripping balls. Fuck anything else. This motherfucker was on them strong shrooms. On them psychedelics. He was on acid or something. Oh, damn. Did his car go through the fence?
That's 9081. They're actually on the baseball field. We're going to try to get over there. But maybe it's going to chase.
Go under. Go under.
All right.
What?
Got it?
Can you get this off me?
Buddy is stuck. See, those are not some little ass fences, bro. Even the cops was like, fuck it, let's just go under these bitches. Fuck trying to hop them. You ain't got no, this is easier. Let's just crawl and go under them. Like, he up on the fence, he only got one leg.
He only got one leg.
Look, they amazed too. They fucked up too, like, bro, we don't know how he got up, and we don't know how to get him back down.
Another 46 turning westbound west ahead.
What's going on, man? Watch out for what?
What the fuck?
Do it.
What the fuck is this, bro? Buddy's... Like, the cops are like, what? What's this dude doing? Let me come assess this shit from the other side. Let me come see what's going on from this other angle.
Hey, buddy. Hey, man. What are you doing? Why don't you come down?
Yeah. Watch yourself.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh, yeah, Buddy's tripping.
You take any drugs or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you take?
104.
Hey, what's your name?
104.
I'll be too big.
Are you gonna try to get down?
Yeah, I'm gonna 34 up.
It's right there.
What's right there?
Right there. Please watch out.
Are you seeing something?
Right there in front of me.
What are you seeing?
Bro is definitely on
hey,
some
sir, what are you saying?
psychedelics or some shit, bro.
There's somebody on the side of the fence right here.
Who is? What's your name? Huh? Sir, what's your name?
Let's go ahead and get him down here in a second.
I'm so curious to see how the fuck they are about to get this dude off of this fence.
Try to find out who he is.
Well, he's going through something, so what do we want to make sure he doesn't have?
Let the medics look at him.
What do we want to make sure he doesn't have?
Oh, weapons.
Hey, Mike. Can I help you? They're going to help him down. You don't mind?
Yeah, we need you to get your ass off the fence, player.
You got a guy with a big bloodline over there.
You might hold mine as well. Thank you. Hey, sir, let's get down.
Later, all right? You just come on down.
Let's get down, sir. Come on down.
There you go.
I'm gonna help you down, all right?
Oh, he was stuck. There was no. He wasn't going nowhere because his fucking shorts were stuck on the fence, and he couldn't probably get himself off.
Watch out. Put your hands behind your back.
I'll hold him. Just do your pat down. It's going to be awkward, but just do it.
Were you driving the car? Hey, stop fighting with me. Stop fighting with me, please.
Bro, he ain't fighting with you. He got
driving
one
the car, man?
fucking leg. He trying to balance himself,
Huh?
and he's high as shit. As we can see, this nigga was seeing shit.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Hey, stand up.
I wonder if that's being discriminatory, however you say that shit, by telling him to stand up, one leg.
Yeah, I think so.
He's like stand up like a
192, you can clear all the other cars.
a 2-leg term, you know?
Okay, anybody now that's seen a pal and roll?
Is there like a minimum leg requirement to use the term stand up or the word?
What's going on, man? What's your name?
I'm just saying. I'm just wondering. You know, everybody want to be politically correct these days. He said, "Do you see the Charmander right there, bro?" Right, I'm just saying, I still wish there was like video of this motherfucker climbing the fence, because I am still curious on how he did it, especially as high as he is. I just don't see any fucking way. I don't see any way he fucking was able to do that shit by himself.
Hey, man. Hey. Can you hear me?
I'm not sure you're going to get the cop back here.
Can you hear me? Hey, right here. Can you hear me?
And where he was at on the fence, did he like get out of the car and like...
What's your name?
Oh, look, there he has his crutch right there. So he walked over to the fence. I was going to say.
Yeah? All right. What's your name? Hey, right here. Look at me. What's your name?
Buddy is tripping. He's on some
hey,
crazy
sir,
drugs,
what's your
bro.
name?
Fuck whatever he's taking.
Semi doesn't have a driver with him. I go up to the pilot station.
Hey, can you hear me?
This motherfucker is on another planet in a different universe.
Check, get a wall.
No, thanks.
You can't even be like, he's on another planet. He's in a different universe. He's on both. He's both of those situations. His ass is on another planet in a different universe. Fuck you saying to me? God damn.
Can you sit up? Come on, sit up. There you go, sit up.
This motherfucker's running from his demons and shit.
Alright, you can lay back down.
Anybody find an ID on there? What do you look like?
No ID or nothing?
Got 30 for numbers.
It's empty.
Empty? So, what are our other options to try to figure out who he is?
Check the car.
Okay, check the car. What else helps with that?
This would be a hell of a fucking first job. Or a first night on the job. Being a rookie, like, man, excited for this. And then all of a sudden, you got a whole fucking case with a dude tripping balls with one leg stuck on a fence.
How did he get back here?
Right.
Yeah, he drove over the fence.
Yeah.
Because I was able to transfer. Yeah.
Let's go.
Why does this dude got a gas mask on?
Your white 2005.
Both of these dudes got gas masks on.
Brandon, 5871 Spring Run Drive out. Okay, thank you.
Oh, that dude just took his off. What did they
Won't need a
gas
dice
masks?
on
Oh,
a
this guy got one too. Why the paramedics got gas masks on?
All right. You stand up, all right?
There's a bottle of whiskey right in the front seat.
You stand up. What'd you do?
There's no way this motherfucker is just drunk.
There you go.
There's no fucking way.
Good job.
Do you want me to stay with the
Alcohol's not about to make you see demons and shit.
Can you stand up?
Car, maybe?
I don't know which one.
I don't even know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Down back. Sit down, Bob. Here you go. Get this feet across.
He zooted it.
I didn't smell any alcohol. I know you said there's stuff in there, but you don't smell like it.
Cause it's not that. We all know. Let's be real adults here, okay? Who's all drinking alcohol. Alcohol's not about to make you do that, but alcohol make you do some crazy shit. This right here, if you was at a point of you're that drunk that you're like incoherent, you're not this type of incoherent. Like, that's just not the type of incoherent that alcohol gives you, bro. Like, this type of incoherent with alcohol world, your ass is passed the fuck out, throwing up all over the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're useless. You're like useless, bro. Useless. You're not sitting here fucking looking around like you see magical colors and unicorns and fairies and shit fucking flying around that then all of a sudden turn into little demon children trying to fucking eat you. Like, that's what he's experiencing. You know, I'm just spitballing some shit, but he's experiencing some very fucked up shit. Alcohol's not going to do that to you. Alcohol will put you in some fucked up scenarios. I'm just saying. Alcohol's not always great, especially when consumed at high volumes and not responsibly. You could end up doing some things that you could regret the next day, right? But you ain't about to be like this motherfucker right here. This is drugs. Drugs. Let's be real. Drugs.
I would not advise it.
Yeah. He might have been sipping on that whiskey, but that's just a tip of the iceberg. That's the tip of the iceberg.
All right. Well.
Saw an empty bottle of liquor there.
Okay. Well. Yeah, go down there, get the medic number and everything.
Is he considered stable?
Yeah.
They didn't even know what to do. This video was. They didn't even know what to do with that dude. They're just like, fuck it, send his ass with the paramedics, tow the car. We'll go back to the thing, write it up. Like, yeah. They didn't know what the fuck. They didn't know what the fuck. Anyways, man, let's see what other crazy videos. TikTok generation gets arrested. No, that shit's an hour and 30 minutes long. Fuck you saying to me? Guy shoplifts $500 from Target twice. Doesn't get arrested? What? They must be trying to let him steal enough and then charge him after his total is too like super high, and it's like, all right, jail time. We're banning you from all the Targets around the United States. Like, holy shit. All right, let's see. Trio all get arrested for trying to pin crime on one another. Let's see this. Everybody turns into snitches. Everybody gonna tell.
What do you want me to do? You want to stop you. Yeah, everything's mine. In that truck. Everything in that truck.
Everything. All the drugs and the guns. Oh, this is Jackson County, Florida. Definitely some drugs.
Hey, you better take your responsibility right now. Ecstasy? I'll test right now. So...
Who's in the back? It's that easy. Who's sent back? You only hurt yourself by lying. She told me she was sitting inside.
No.
It just comes down to
I was in the fucking middle with my eyelashes.
You gonna take it?
No, I'm not gonna take it.
No, he's gonna take
If it
responsibility.
was mine, I would take it.
I'm way too old to be
I'm
doing
just saying,
ecstasy.
like,
Yeah, you seem like you don't give a shit.
No, I do give a shit, but like, if it was mine, I would take it, man. Huh? You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna let.
Yeah, but this is the thing is, that's not ours. If that was mine, I'm ready to go right now. I'll bail out and, you know what I mean? I've been on probation.
Y'all was all about to use it though.
But I'm telling you, that ain't mine. I'll drug test her. No, I gave her permission to drug test her. I would not go on the ecstasy if my life fucking depended on it. I'm an ex-heroin addict. I don't Did you? Motherfucker, I'll get your ass. You're a liar.
Here's the thing, though. Him being on probation is not supposed to be around any crimes.
But that's not true, though. No, but that's not. Why would you say that that's ours?
Everybody. Hey, just do everybody. I'll work out the paperwork.
No, I'll do what's yours.
Hey, can I speak with him for one moment? Because he is talking about going around there and doing my debit card and my mama.
Hold on a second. Have you been patted down or do you have anything on you?
Yes, ma'am.
Turn around for me.
I ain't do nothing wrong. She had my mom.
Okay, alright, thank goodness. There should be nothing on you, right? I'm sure they will completely do the investigation. You're on probation right now? Out of where?
3 weeks left and you done fucked up.
Where's your probation at? Washington County? Okay. Do you have anything in your shoes?
I'm just straight up with you, for I don't do self-defense control. My mom is.
You on probation for what?
For possession control substance. I stole my daddy's lower taps and then my sister beat the shit out of me. And I went to jail for it. I'm dead serious.
Go ahead and put it back
You're
on.
going to jail with me, but my sister, that was a little harsh. But can I please talk to that man, please?
If he's willing to come over here and talk to you, that's fine. But
I've been just trying to use my debit card. They needed a ride. They had, you know what I'm saying? All right.
And where did they come from?
They fucking was at the gas station and then fucking the hotel, and then they didn't have the ID to get a hotel, so I called my name.
Buddy is too fucking animated and shit, bro. You do drugs, bro.
If he says you are, you are. You can put your shoes on. So where's the rest of their property? You're saying that it's at a
Honestly,
hotel?
all that shit in the back seat, that big pile of hers is my mother's, so she's my language, man. I don't mean to be disrespectful.
You're fine.
But she will flip out by that. And she already told me not to give them a ride and help them out and stuff. Because they get something come up about them bringing drugs to my sister or something. I just heard about it.
So you know them more than just around here?
I know, and they live down the road, and their mother lets me work at her house. She was a good woman. You know what I mean? And they went to California and just come back.
When you say they, are they related?
They're together.
Oh.
What? What do you want me to do?
He will stop you.
Yeah, everything's mine. In that truck. Everything in that truck is not mine.
Did he just say everything in that truck is mine? Everything in that truck is not mine? Like, did he just renege on that shit immediately?
This is what I know. If you gotta sit here, I mean, you guys can't possibly like pull something aside and you're scared and think that he's gonna be. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you talking to the birds. Talking to the birds. And all they hear is crickets, bro.
In the front? You okay with them having a drink?
Ask them if they want the rest of the break.
They said there's a 12-pack of body armor.
They've been drinking body armor on the side. Right here's just hanging out.
I take this one's hers with her eyelashes on it.
Thank you.
That's how I knew it was yours. What are we
Right.
charging them with, just so I can tell the jail?
Possession of ecstasy or MDMA, whichever one they want to say. Possession of paraphernalia. That's it. All three of them.
Same thing? I didn't know they were like disrupting the business.
I mean,
and that's
granted
all.
though, if nobody's gonna take the
wasn't here to
charges,
see it.
it's everybody's. It's everybody's charge.
If I tell you the truth, do you think you like the situation? She has my phone. Okay, look.
Will I reevaluate it? You want me to make a decision if I'm going to put you in jail or not? How did he know to pick your center console up now?
I parked that car right there. Okay, the next thing I know, it was going like a shit, I'm from in there.
Come on, let's go.
So I'll go drop these off and I'll be right back.
I got a, matter of fact, there's a camera in that footage. There's a camera in that footage.
This isn't my investigation.
That's fucking crazy because you're gonna see right now that
Y'all are going to, everybody's going to jail, so it don't matter what anybody else says from here. I said everybody's going to jail, so it don't matter what,
Right.
what else you say.
Everybody.
Yeah, every single one of y'all are. For possession.
Of what?
Whatever he tested.
If you want to flip and come back, that way there won't be a fight.
Yeah.
I do appreciate you doing it.
Well, both of y'all were talking, so I was like, okay, let me
He's
just
trying
do
to
it.
talk his way out of jail, which ain't gonna happen.
Right. That's what I said.
They are
That's not what I was
salty.
told that your charges are, so I don't know anything about Grand Theft Auto. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. Hey, you're not on call, are you? Are you anywhere near 231 and 10? Okay. There was this vehicle that almost got into a wreck with me and a semi, and they are passing Penn Avenue. Get there in time to figure out what his or her deal is. They're going west on 10.
Damn, she
I
called
think
that
it was
shit
a male
in. Like, go
driving.
get that nigga.
If I couldn't really tell, but it looked like it was really short hair, if not. Okay, thank you. Alright. Bye.
Right this way.
I am. Go stand right by that door.
Get your ass out. Welcome home, motherfucker. Welcome home.
Face the door.
You didn't have to face the door. I mean, thanks for following directions, but damn, you was following the motherfuckers way too hard. Lady loses it on an officer. What? Lady tries fooling breathalyzer. Oh, we gotta see this. There's no way.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. My name is Officer Polito State Police.
I'm sorry, I was on my phone.
No, you're doing 88. Okay, and 65. Right, where are you coming from?
The bar.
I was coming from my daughter's house. I'm so
From where?
sorry. My daughter's house.
Okay, do you have a license on you?
I do. I'm so sorry.
Oh, so
Where
your
do your
daughter
daughter's
got you litty?
Then hand me your registration insurance, please.
I don't know where's that. Hold on. Okay.
What do you mean you don't know where your registration and shit's at?
Whose vehicle is this? Is your vehicle? Oh. Is that the... Oh, that was expired, huh?
Yeah. I don't know.
What are you guys doing at your daughter's house?
Nothing. I just...
Any alcohol drink today, Spoon?
Huh?
Any alcohol to drink today?
No.
No alcohol drink today?
No.
No? Okay. And where are you headed to?
Home.
You headed home already?
Yeah.
Lying.
Can you...
She
You
was
can't find your...
lying.
Or you just don't have a copy of it?
So that fit shirt was about 15 years too small.
Is this your correct address?
Yeah. Wait, which one? Right here?
The one on your license.
Yes. Of course. 1120 Edith? 11?
Edith?
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Show you, oh, bitch, you are drunk. You failed. You have already failed. She has failed the test.
Looking for your step out of here for me? Walk over here.
Yeah, just go ahead and get out. You drunk. We could tell. We could tell. You fucked up. We sees
I
it.
literally live
It don't matter.
Okay.
1120 Edith.
Okay, step out for me. We're gonna walk to the front of the vehicle.
What up, Greg?
Oh my god.
Go ahead. Walk straight.
It's all good. What's
We're
up,
gonna walk on
Clay?
that side. Yeah, that's it. Right there. Right there, in the front of my patrol vehicle.
No, you all good. Buzzer, appreciate you.
Stand right here for me.
Shout out to everybody out there, man. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. I'm glad to be back on and
Paula?
us hanging out and
Yes.
shit. It's
How old are you,
been
Paula?
too long.
43.
43?
Bitch, did you just forget
And you
how
said you
old
were
you
coming
were?
where?
From my daughter's house.
From your daughter's house? You were headed where?
Home.
Home? Okay. And where does your daughter live?
In Alameda.
Okay. All right, Paula. So the reason I pulled you out because I was talking to you.
I was speeding.
Yeah, you're speeding. Okay, that's not the only thing.
Sorry,
Okay?
I apologize.
And then there was a heavy odor of perfume.
Really?
Yeah. And then you're like stuffing all these things in your mouth.
Oh no, I'm not.
Have you consumed any alcohol today? All day today?
No.
Honestly.
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Want to stand right here for me? Do you mind if I just check your eyes real quick? Just to make sure you're okay?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll stand right here.
Bruh.
Right here. Right there. Face me. All right, put your feet together just like this.
Okay.
Your hands down to your
So
side.
that's how
Do
she
you have any
tried to
any
fool the
problems with your eyes?
breathalyzer with mints and
No?
shit.
I don't think so.
Oh, I mean, that you know of. Are you able to see my finger right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Put your
got
feet together.
those. I was just
Whether
going
touching
out
like
and
this.
hanging
Your hands
out
down to your
with
side like this.
fucking
Hands down.
friends'
Okay.
clothes
All right.
on,
You
bruh.
see the tip of my finger right here?
Yeah.
She
All that
was
with your
out
eyes
there
only. Do
hanging
not move your
out.
head.
Always.
Thinking she was young, hanging
Okay,
out
look
with
straight.
the girls. That's what this shit is.
You or the finger?
No, my finger.
Okay.
See the tip of my finger right here?
Yeah.
Follow that with your eyes only. Do not move your head. Okay?
Yeah.
Head straight. Head right there.
Oh.
Do not move. No.
Sorry.
Right there.
I'll turn it. Okay.
Right there. Do not move from there.
Okay. Got you. Sorry.
She failed. I hate
Okay.
when the cameras
Your
on
eyes
their
are all over the
body
face.
cameras
I'm
are
sorry.
like
Okay.
super low.
All right, Paula.
You can't see the
Everything?
faces.
Or anything like that, okay? So just hang tight. Okay? 47 seconds.
Yeah, she's one of those. I'm
29
a
minutes,
young
23.
cool mom. That's what she is. One of those young hipster moms. Or old
Hey,
young
Mexico.
hipster moms.
10-6 fields. All right, Paula, walk this way for me. Stand right here for me.
What's that?
Stand right. You see with the latest?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Go ahead, face me.
of
Right there.
course.
All right, just like I said, put your feet together just like this. Your hands down
She's
to your
like
side.
way too
Like
chippy
that.
for me right now.
All right.
In this
so what do we say? How
situation,
much
like,
did you smoke? Just roughly, I mean.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
It's
know?
like it's a vape. I don't know.
Oh, it comes out of a vape?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain how much I smoke. Dude.
Oh, okay, okay. You didn't smoke like a bowl or a...
No. It's like a vape.
Okay, and you said no alcohol today?
No.
Oh, okay. Put your
Oh,
feet
so
together like
you
this.
just
Your hands down to your
high?
side. Like this. Do not move from there, okay?
You
Right,
acting
keep your head
all
straight,
weird and
aligned.
shit. Being
Right there.
high?
Do not move your head. Okay?
Bro, you just gotta be
See the top of
regular.
my finger right here? Follow that with your eyes only, okay? And keep
Just be
following it until I tell
regular
you to
when you
stop.
high and you get pulled over. See, being all weird is what got you pulled out the car. Yeah, Rob, this is like an old young hipster mom. Going out and hanging out with
Keep following
her,
it.
Oh,
her
sorry.
daughter at
Okay.
the club,
All right,
hitting
Paula.
on the young
I don't know if you're not
boys.
understanding
That's what she
what I'm
reminds
with the
me of.
instructions that I'm
That's
telling
the
you.
vibe she's giving me.
Okay? Put your hands down to your side.
The vibe
Do
she's
not move from
giving
there.
me. She's
Okay?
trying to.
All right, Paula. So all I'm asking for you
She's
to do,
trying to fuck
you
the
see the tip of my
same
finger?
dudes that her daughter's
Follow the
trying
tip of
to
my
fuck.
finger with your eyes
Same
only.
age
No, you
group.
keep moving your head.
Oh.
Do not move your head.
Sorry.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
Well,
You think I'm wrong?
this is a little bit distracting.
I have something
What is
Can we
to
like
tell you.
face that way?
No, you
or-
stand right here. The light's not hitting you.
I'm sorry.
Okay?
This
I need
old
to
young
see your eyes.
hipster mom.
Okay? So let's try this again. You want to try this again?
Same dudes.
Okay, put your feet together.
Her daughter's
Totally
Right there, your hands down to
they're
your
in
side.
competition together.
Okay? See the tip of my finger?
I
Follow that with your
see
eyes
it.
only.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this again.
keep my face straight.
Face straight.
I got you.
Okay.
Hey, but that's cool though, Robin. And like, the reality is, like AC/DC at this point, like that's your generation. So it's really not like, you know, like it'd be different if you was just wearing the t-shirt, or I mean, if you're wearing the t-shirt and then trying to go hit the clubs and, you know, hit on young dudes with your young daughter, right? Like if you were trying to like mingle in the same crowd of people as her, like that's the old young hipster mom. You know what I mean? Just wearing an AC/DC shirt is not like, you know, or sweater isn't like a, you know, that doesn't just automatically put you in the, you know, old young mom, hipster mom situation. Put you just in like a nice hipster category. It's cool to be hip. You know what I mean? That's all right. But what she's doing, I think it's totally different than just wearing, you know, rock bands and shit, you know, t-shirts. It's way different. she's trying to hit young dudes. Robin Lynn, I don't think you're out here hitting these clubs, you know what I'm saying? You might be, don't get me wrong. Don't let me take from you. If you're out here, you know what I'm saying? Hey, do you. But I don't think that's the vibe you give me, Robin Lynn. I'm just saying, you don't give me that vibe.
Keep following it.
I'm sorry.
You could blink. It's okay.
How many times?
It's many times tonight. Okay, there's a sequence that I have to do. Okay, every time we stop, we have to start again. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, it's a sequence that I have to do.
She tripping
Okay,
for?
I'm not gonna take your word for it. Okay, trust me, I'm not gonna take anybody's word for it. Okay, I gotta make sure you're not intoxicated. Okay, or that you're not, before you hop in that vehicle, that you could drive safely. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so let's try this again.
I understand.
Okay.
I get it.
All right. Try
Why are you repeating him?
Okay, the more you stop, the more I have to stop.
Yeah,
And then I have to redo this test. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's try
You
this.
have a camera on
They're
you,
fun,
right?
and then they're not fun all at the same time.
And the camera right there.
It's on?
Watching you. Of course it's on. Okay, I know. I've been doing this for 5 years. Okay, I wouldn't be being out here with you by myself without the camera. Okay. So 2 cameras facing you. Okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
Okay. See the tip of my finger?
Mm-hmm.
Follow that with your eyes
Yeah,
on.
I see it.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, keep moving your head.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always turn my head sideways.
Okay, are you able to keep your head straight? Huh?
Yes.
Okay, let's try this again. Don't move your head. It's alright if you blink.
It's all right if you blink. Just keep your head straight, bitch. Don't forget to hit that like button for your boy. Please and thank you. Please hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Take the time to hit that subscribe button as well if you are not yet subscribed. Love you guys. Appreciate you hanging out.
You following it?
Yeah.
Okay, now move your head. Okay. Following it?
I keep looking down. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Just follow it as far as you can, okay? Just follow it as far as you can.
Come on.
Put your feet together, keep your hands down to your side. Okay? Try this. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to skip this part. I
I'll
want to
give you
see
a chance
her
to
just.
tell me the truth. Okay? How much alcohol have you had consumed today? From the start of today to right now?
I have not. Like I said, I did smoke a little bit. I call it that.
Okay, because your eyes are glossy. Okay? You have bloodshot water, your eyes.
Yeah,
okay.
from smoking.
I've never met you before. You're slurring your
I always
You get
We
out of
will
your
do that to
vehicle,
you too.
And I could tell that you had a hard time maintaining your balance.
All right, they're gonna take her to jail.
Okay, well, you should have thought of that. All times.
What's
Okay.
going on?
Going to jail. That's it.
It's empty, so just leave it.
I'll just take the cash on her and then I'll.
Yeah,
I
just
don't know
throw
what these
that
are.
in there. And then I'll document it on the tow sheet. Just take the cash and my phone and that'll be it.
Just give this here?
Yeah, just put it.
Cool.
Cool, good work.
Yeah, she was definitely at the club. At some point in the night. Some sort of bar.
Turn and blow as hard as you can.
I can't.
Turn around. Turn around.
Oh, turn around.
This way. This way. Turn around all the way. All the way. Right there.
I can't.
Stand up for me. You have to. Stand up.
Hold on.
Right. And then just blow as hard as you can.
Oh, okay.
And don't stop. Don't stop. Hard.
Okay.
Don't move the machine.
Don't move it.
Yeah.
I'm not moving it.
Go. Blow as hard as you can.
Okay.
Don't stop. Blow in. You're not blowing. There you go. No, you're not blowing. Like this. Out.
I am.
Oh, you're not.
Okay.
Okay. Take a big deep breath.
It starts
and
to
blow in.
beep when you're blowing.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah. Okay.
Blow as hard as you can and don't stop. No, you're not blowing. See how when it stops the beep? It has to be a consistent beep on it. Okay, so take a deep breath and blow in hard and don't stop.
Okay.
Go. No, you're not blowing.
Bro, what are you
I'm blowing
doing?
hard. Okay, let me try again.
Machine knows.
Okay.
Okay.
The machine knows.
Okay. Take a big deep breath and
Hold
blow.
on. I need to wipe my nose. Like, thank you.
What does your nose be like?
Okay.
He just asked me to take a breath and blow it out into the machine.
No, you're not blowing. You're not blowing. The machine doesn't know.
I'm blowing hard.
No, you're not. Go. Right there. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. No, you're stopping. Okay. The machine knows.
I'm not stopping.
Don't stop. It needs a consistent one. Like this.
I'm trying. Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Hard. Keep going. 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 No.
There it
No.
goes.
Stop pushing the machine. You don't need to push. Okay?
She pushing
Try this again.
everything
I'm
she got.
trying.
Okay.
What
Take
up,
a
Holly
big deep
girl?
breath. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. 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 Oh, you're stopping. Paula, why are you pushing the
Right,
machine?
why?
Just stay still.
You said blow.
Blow. You don't need to push your face into it.
Right.
Okay.
She is like trying, like, oh man.
I'm trying to
She's trying
blow
to deep
hard.
throat that machine.
Okay, ready? One.
She's trying to show her sucking skills or
Oh, you
something.
stopped. You stopped.
I haven't stopped.
The machine
She's
knows.
definitely not good at blowing. But she
Don't
might
stop.
be good at sucking
Stop
though.
moving. Go. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. No, you're stopping. You're stopping.
I have not stopped.
I need to hear it.
Why? I haven't
For
stopped.
sure,
Ready?
Robert.
Blow it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
I
Ooh,
haven't
you're
stopped.
over.
You know that.
No, that's fine. You got it.
Okay, I
Alright,
haven't
go down and see for now.
stopped.
Hey, we're gonna do this one more time and then we'll be done.
You know I haven't stopped.
I know. But it's because you're moving. You're moving your head side to
I'm
side and up
sorry.
and down, and then you're
I'm not
pushing.
trying to.
No, no,
I'm upset.
I'm trying to. I'm instructing you how to do it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not really yelling at you or nothing like that. Okay, just stop moving your head when you're blowing. So every time you move,
She's
you're
bad at
interrupting
blowing.
your breath.
But she's good at
Okay.
sucking, sir.
Did you hear that tone?
Do you have water?
Yeah, after we're done, I'll give you some water. Did you hear that tone?
But she's definitely
That
over.
tone,
I'm
that
pretty sure the
beep,
machine
beep.
said
That tone right
0.19.
there?
Yeah.
That it needs to be a consistent blow.
Okay.
Okay. So let the machine calibrate everything. We're gonna do one more sample, and then we'll get you some water. I'll ask you to the restroom and all that, and then I'll walk you through the process.
I haven't been drinking. I really haven't.
The machine would let me know.
Okay.
The machine will let me know.
Okay.
For sure. And you know, look at her face. That's the face of, I fucked up. If I fucked up was a person, this is that person right now. Because that person could, the I fucked up person could be a lot of different people. But in this particular moment, if I fucked up was a person, it'd be her right now. That's her face right now. I fucked up. What up, Wes?
Stand up again.
I won't move.
Don't move. Just blow as hard as you can. Ready? Like that, just like that. Okay. Go ahead. Hold the machine, don't make sure it move. Go ahead.
Come on, lady.
Ready? Blow as hard as you can. Go ahead. Hard as you can.
Okay, I'm not gonna try to move.
I don't move. Go ahead. I'm holding it for you. Go. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Okay, you're stopping.
You stopped.
See it? Go ahead. There you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. No, you're stopping. You're stopping. You stop.
I didn't stop.
Okay, blow
You're bad
into
you're
the
bad
tube.
at blowing.
I
She's not a good
You're
blower.
not, I could hear you.
We
You're
know
not
she
doing
does
anything.
not blow well.
Okay.
She is a sucker.
Go.
Okay?
There
She
you go. Keep going,
prefers
keep
to
going, keep
suck,
going.
not blow.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. No, you're not blowing anything at all. I don't even hear you. Okay?
I'm blowing hard.
The machine knows you cannot fool the machine. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead. There you go, there you go, there you go. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop, don't stop. Okay, you're stopping. Okay, let's try this again.
They ain't gonna get no.
Take
They're
deep
not gonna
breath.
get no accurate reading.
One consistent blow, and don't stop it. There you go, there you go. No, you're not blowing anything. You're putting your teeth on the thing.
No, I'm not. Okay.
They're just. She's trying to basically, in my opinion, what she's trying to do is make it so that they can't get an accurate reading. So when she does go to court, she can just plead like no contest or some shit like that, and potentially just get the shit thrown out, or just some sort of lesser charge. Because if they can't actually convict her of some shit, like, hey, we actually have this documented evidence that from the sample of the machine. Granted, they could just go get a warrant for blood test, but I'm just saying by the time that they probably end up getting that at this point, her shit will probably be under the legal limit. And you can't just make speculation. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing you can't do. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying they won't try, but in most cases, you can't just speculate. You got to have the actual numbers.
There you go, there you go, there you go. Oh, you stopped. Okay.
You stopped.
Do you hear that tone?
Make it just
hard.
ding, bitch.
I know you are.
Stop sucking and start blowing.
Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Oh, you're stopping. You stopped. You cannot stop whatsoever. Okay?
I'm not stopping.
Take
Oh
a big
yeah,
deep
Robin,
breath.
I'm glad you guys
Take deep breath.
got the live.
Okay.
I needed
Take a
this
big deep
live
breath.
too. We in there.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm trying.
I know you are. Go ahead.
Oh,
you can finish here. Go ahead.
I'm not.
One big deep
I'm
breath.
not doing this. I'm trying.
Big deep breath. Go ahead. Don't stop. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. No, you're not doing anything whatsoever. I don't even hear you.
Okay, let me try it again.
There you go, 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 there you go. Sorry, you stopped. Don't stop.
I'm not.
No, you're stopping. Okay.
I'm not
Take
stopping.
Take a big deep breath. Let's just do it one more time. Come on.
Oh, I
Big
can't
deep breath.
do this anymore.
Okay. I mean, we've already been done already.
I know. I'm mad. Okay.
I could
ready?
hear you. I could hear you. You're not blowing. Okay.
I'm
go
going.
ahead.
Insufficient.
Let it go again. I have to start this again. Okay. You're not blowing. Okay.
I'm blowing hard.
Paula, you're not. I could
Yes,
hear
I
you. I could hear you. You're not blowing anything. Okay. You're trying to fool the machine. I know you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I promise I'm not.
I could hear you, Paula. Okay. I've been doing this for a while.
blowing.
I could hear when somebody's blowing and when somebody's not. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let it do its calibration check. We're gonna go again.
Okay.
God, Lord, damn.
I'm not a bad person, so
Nobody said. Stop
there's
saying.
no
Stop saying that
reason
you're a
to
bad
For
person.
sure, Buzzer.
I'm not gonna
She
like.
sounds like a valid girl.
hate
See,
you
look,
or
I
that
told
to you.
you. She's the mom that's up in the club trying to fucking fuck with the dudes that her son fucks with, bro. Like, that's this. I mean, her daughter fucks with. Like, she's on some weird, I'm still young and I still got it shit. Like, that's how I feel about her. Anyways, let's watch a Mr. Ballin', and then I'm out of here for the night. We're gonna end it out on a Mr. Ballin'. Let's do this terrifying true story that inspired Candyman. If the Candyman
Today's
can,
story inspired
the Candyman can. And if you have not, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification because it helps your boy out a lot, tremendously. We trying to hit 100K one day. One day we'll hit that shit. I mean, we bound to hit it one day. We've tried to put time limits. We've tried to, at this point, one day. One motherfucking day we gonna hit that shit. Let's go.
a popular horror movie,
Until then,
and
we
when you
gonna
get
keep
to the
having fun,
reveal
shit.
in this story, you'll understand why. It is literal nightmare fuel. But before we get into that story, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you've come to the right place because that's all we do, and we upload once a week. So, if that's of interest to you, please sneak into the like button's house and toast all of their bread and then leave. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Okay,
Facts.
let's get
Shout out
into
to Mr.
today's
Ballin'.
story.
Yeah, shout out to Holla Girl. Appreciate you. She a member once again. Gang, gang, gang.
One day in early January of 1987, a very strange 52-year-old woman named Ruthie Mae McCoy walked out of her 11th floor apartment in Chicago, Illinois. Today was the day that Ruthie was going to be doing one of her self-appointed public duties. Ruthie was quite tall, and this particular day, she had on 2 pairs of pants with a dress over them. She also had her favorite long stick she was carrying. And as Ruthie marched down the hallway, she began jiggling each of her neighbor's doorknobs to see if they were unlocked. And then in between each doorknob check, she would suddenly stop and wave her stick around like it was a sword, and she was fighting off some unseen attacker. And so after Ruthie had checked 4 doors in a row that were all locked, she reached the 5th door, and when she tried the doorknob, it was unlocked. And so without any hesitation, Ruthie pushed the door open, she stepped inside and began yelling, "Hey, look at me, I'm inside of your apartment!" And the woman who lived in this 5th apartment was in her kitchen making dinner at the time, and when she looked up and saw Ruthie barging into her apartment, she wasn't scared. She was just totally annoyed. She rolled her eyes and then began yelling at Ruthie to get out now. But, as always, Ruthie didn't listen. And before long, Ruthie had moved from the doorframe into the apartment, into the kitchen, where she was waving her stick around wildly and berating this young woman for leaving her front door unlocked in this very dangerous apartment building. The young woman yelled at Ruthie a few more times to try to get her to just leave, but Ruthie didn't budge, and so eventually...
I mean, in little Ruthie's defense, that is fucking, like, for real. You need to lock your door. You know what I'm saying? You should lock your door.
This young woman picked up the phone and called 911. It would turn out the 15-story apartment building that Ruthie and this young woman and all of their neighbors lived in was indeed a very dangerous place to leave your front door unlocked. In fact, at the time, in the late 1980s, this particular apartment building was considered to be one of the most dangerous places in all of Chicago, with a murder occurring there nearly every week. Gangs basically ruled the building, which was totally falling apart and totally decrepit and had these long, dark hallways that thieves and killers could hide in. And so Ruthie wasn't wrong in trying to get her neighbors to keep their doors locked, but her very hands-on approach to delivering this message was never met with appreciation from the people who lived on her floor. Instead, her neighbors viewed Ruthie as potentially more hazardous than anything Ruthie was trying to protect them from. However, in reality, Ruthie was not a threat to her neighbors. She was just totally mentally
Appreciate you,
unstable
Robin.
and basically afraid of everything. For example, whenever Ruthie got mail, she would just assume that it was terrible news and most likely about someone coming to take all of her money. And when Ruthie was out in public, which was quite rare, she was so scared of strangers that whenever she passed them, she would just yell out obscenities at them to keep them away. And then also when Ruthie was in public, she never ate because she was afraid strangers were going to literally run up and take her food. So, back inside of this fifth apartment that Ruthie has barged into, Ruthie was busy berating this young woman about her unlocked door when the police did finally show up and they dragged Ruthie out of the apartment into the hall. The police, by this point, knew Ruthie really, really well, and they were not about to arrest her. They knew she was harmless, but just kind of out of her mind. And so, like they always did in this situation, they told Ruthie to leave her neighbors alone and just go back into your apartment and mind your own business. And Ruthie usually would mutter something under her breath about needing to increase the security in this building, but she would eventually do as she was told and she would go back home. And that was basically Ruthie's life in a nutshell. Constant fear and paranoia from living in this totally dangerous apartment building, exacerbated tenfold by her very poor mental health. But Ruthie was not content with her life. She, like virtually everybody else in this high-rise apartment building, wanted to get out and live somewhere else and have a better life. But Ruthie, like virtually everybody else living in this high-rise apartment building, did not have enough money, and so she was trapped there. But then, in February of 1987, so 1 month after busting into that woman's apartment, Ruthie got incredible news. She had recently begun going to a day program for psychiatric care at a local hospital, and the staff there had really taken a liking to her, and they were going above and beyond trying to help Ruthie kind of get her life together beyond just her mental health. And so one of the things they were doing with her was helping her apply for various government programs like disability payments. And so that month, in February, Ruthie found out that the application they had sent off for her was approved, and so Ruthie was entitled to disability payments, which meant right away she would get a check for $2,000, and then every month going forward indefinitely she would get a payment. It wouldn't be $2,000, but it would be a lot of money. Ruthie was beside herself. She could not believe her luck. And she now knew that with this money, she would finally be able to move out of that terrible apartment. Even before the money began coming into Ruthie, she was already looking for a new place to live. And as she did this, all she could think about were her two beloved grandchildren, a little boy and a little girl. They were the only people in the world, it seemed, to Ruthie that really accepted her and just loved her unconditionally. And so whenever Ruthie would go visit her grandkids, the three of them would sit on the ground and just play together for hours and hours. But to that point, Ruthie's grandkids had not been allowed to visit Ruthie at her apartment because it was too dangerous. But now that Ruthie was going to move into someplace much safer, she knew that was going to change. She was going to see her grandkids so much more often. And this made Ruthie so happy. And this newfound happiness inside of Ruthie really motivated her to start looking at other aspects of her life and see if she could improve them. And so, as Ruthie is doing this new apartment search, she began taking classes to finally get her high school degree. She began picking up these old art projects she had kind of blown off. And also, most importantly to this story, she really began leaning into her religion, something she had not been doing for a long time. Specifically, she began tuning in to these very animated preachers that she would find on TV. And when she really liked one of them, she would write them a letter, and in this letter, she would praise them for their sermons and how incredible they were, and she would ask them to bless her with miracles. And these miracles were often just centered on her health. She wanted to look and feel young again. And some of these TV preachers, who were actually just running scams, would write back to Ruthie and say, "Of course we can bless you with your miracles, but first, send us some money." And so, when Ruthie's disability payments began coming in, even though she needed to save every penny to be able to afford moving out to start this beautiful new life with her grandkids, she still found a way to set aside some of that money and sent it off to these TV preachers. And soon, these preachers were sending things back to Ruthie. Things like a blessed piece of wood for her to sleep on, or bottles of water said to be from the Holy River Jordan. These spiritual items were often accompanied with a letter from these preachers telling Ruthie that in order for them to fulfill her miracles request, she would need to keep these spiritual items close to her and also send us some more money. And so Ruthie did as she was told, and after sending off all this money, she would excitedly wait inside of her apartment for her miracles to come true. And while she waited, she began tacking up all these newspaper articles all over her apartment of these people who miracles had happened to them, that supposedly God had fixed their teeth or eradicated a tumor in their brain or cured them of cancer. And in all of these stories, the person who the miracle happened to would describe looking in the mirror one day and just looking different. And that was the moment they knew that this miracle had occurred. And so Ruthie, believing this was bound to happen to her any day because she was working with these TV preachers, began going to her bathroom mirror all the time and just looking at herself, looking for some visible change in her appearance that would indicate one of her miracles had come true. But by April 22nd, so roughly a month after finding out she was going to be receiving these payments, and this was about 2 weeks before she was set to actually move out into her new place, Ruthie had still not seen any sign in the mirror that she had changed, and so she believed these miracles had not happened yet. But something else had begun happening when Ruthie was in the bathroom looking at herself in the mirror. And that was, she would hear somewhere off in the distance the sound of someone talking to her. It was almost like they were whispering to her, but she couldn't quite tell what they were saying. Now, Ruthie wanted to believe that these disembodied voices had something to do with her miracles coming to fruition, but Ruthie was naturally a very paranoid and scared person, and so she couldn't help but be a little bit scared of these voices. And so that afternoon, when Ruthie was on the bus headed back home after a doctor's appointment, she told a friend on the bus about these strange whispers she was hearing, and Ruthie would also say that she felt like these whispers meant that somebody was out to get her. Now, Ruthie's friend knew Ruthie really well, and this just wasn't unusual behavior for Ruthie. Ruthie routinely thought people were out to get her, and she talked about hearing voices before in the past. And so this friend told Ruthie that, you really should tell someone about this. But deep down, this friend was not that concerned. This was kind of normal Ruthie behavior, and this couldn't be a big deal. However, it would turn out to be a huge deal.
This bitch was really hearing
Today's
demons.
video is sponsored by NordVPN. As many of you may have already heard, our beloved Mr. Ballin, or click the link in the description below. Okay, back to the story. That night, around 8:45 p.m., when Ruthie was back home at her apartment, she called 911. And when the dispatcher answered her call, Ruthie was in a total panic, and she was talking about something to do with the cabinets and with her bathroom and how her neighbors wanted to use her bathroom. And the dispatcher just did not understand. And they tried to ask Ruthie some clarifying questions, but Ruthie just could not put together a coherent sentence. And so the dispatcher told Ruthie that they would send police over right away. And then afterwards, the dispatcher would put out to the officers in the area that, hey, Ruthie McCoy seems to be having some sort of argument with her neighbors over cabinets. I don't really know, but someone needs to go check it out. And when the officers got that call, they were not quick to respond. They knew Ruthie. They knew that this was likely nonsense. But 15 minutes after Ruthie called 911, 911 got another call from somebody else inside of Ruthie's apartment building, and they were calling to report hearing loud noises coming from inside of Ruthie's apartment. And so at this, the police did act quickly. They rushed over to the apartment building, they went to the 11th floor, they went to Ruthie's door, and they began pounding on her door because it was locked. But Ruthie didn't come to the door, and it was totally silent inside of her apartment. And so at some point, the police called back to dispatch and asked them to call Ruthie on the phone she had just used 15 minutes earlier to call 911. And so these police officers are standing right outside of Ruthie's door, and they're listening to the sound of Ruthie's phone ringing inside of her house, but Ruthie didn't answer it. And again, the apartment stayed totally quiet. And so the responding officers turned around and began walking down the hall and knocking on other people's doors and began asking them, hey, did you hear any loud sounds coming out of Ruthie's apartment? And everybody said no. And so the police eventually just kind of gave up and left, despite not seeing Ruthie, not talking to Ruthie, not seeing what's going on inside of her apartment. The next day, when one of Ruthie's friends on her floor noticed that Ruthie had not come out of her apartment all day, and when she knocked on the door, Ruthie didn't answer, this friend called the police. The police came out again, they knocked on Ruthie's door, and after a while, when she didn't answer, the police again just left. Ruthie's friend, who had called the police, was furious that the police were not taking this seriously, and so she wound up contacting maintenance of the building, and a janitor went up to the 11th floor, went to Ruthie's door, drilled through the lock, and pushed her door open. The janitor immediately yelled out for Ruthie, but there was no response, and so he stepped inside and kind of looked around, and right away he was struck by two things. One, it was a total mess inside of her apartment. There were all these religious books and pamphlets all over the ground, but as messy as the apartment looked, it also seemed weirdly empty. Like there was no TV, there was really no furniture or anywhere to sit. It was almost like this apartment had been half moved out, and then whoever was moving it out had just kind of stopped. The janitor started to get a really bad feeling about being inside of this apartment, but he mustered the courage to walk a little farther into the apartment to look into the bedroom. And when he turned the corner and looked into that bedroom, he froze, because there on the ground was Ruthie McCoy. She was lying on the ground in a pool of her own blood. She was dead. The police were called, they came out, they walked around her apartment, and they concluded that this was kind of an open and shut case. Ruthie must have opened her door for the wrong person who came inside and killed her. Remember, this apartment building saw one murder nearly every week, so this really was kind of routine. And just a couple of days later, the police would arrest a 19-year-old living in this apartment building named Edward Turner because he was found to be in possession of Ruthie's TV. Edward did not admit to doing anything, but the police assumed that, he must have tried to rob Ruthie, and in the course of this robbery, perhaps Ruthie had tried to fight back, at which point Edward had overpowered her and killed her. But the police did suspect that there was at least one other person involved in Ruthie's murder, so they did keep investigating. And then in June, so about a month and a half after Edward was arrested, the police began hearing this very disturbing rumor about the building where Ruthie had lived. At first, the police completely dismissed it because it sounded totally made up. But when it kept coming up over and over again, whenever they interviewed anybody in this building about Ruthie's murder, the police finally decided they had to at least look into it in order to confirm that it was not true. However, when the police looked into this rumor, they would discover that it was true, and it absolutely played a role in Ruthie's murder. Back on the night of April 22nd, 1987, so the night that Ruthie called 911 in a panic, saying something about her cabinets and her neighbors and her bathroom, well, what had really happened is Ruth was home around 8:45 when she heard this loud banging sound coming from her bathroom. And then before she could go over and inspect the bathroom, her bathroom door flung open, and standing in the doorway was this dark, tall figure who just suddenly took off running through her apartment, out her front door, out into the hallway. Ruthie was so startled she had no idea what to make of it. She knew that sometimes she saw things that weren't real, and so she likely struggled to figure out, did that really happen? Am I dreaming? Am I hallucinating? What's going on? And so with all these thoughts going through her head, she called 911 to get help, but she couldn't quite describe what had even happened. And so that's why she began rambling about how her neighbors wanted to use her bathroom and the cabinets were somehow involved. It was all very confusing. And so the dispatcher obviously didn't understand what was going on, but they told Ruthie, okay, I'll pass this along and the police will be out soon. And so as Ruthie is waiting for the police to show up, she wanders over to the bathroom where this dark figure has appeared, and she walks inside and she looks at where her mirror had been above her sink. The mirror that she had spent so many hours looking into, hoping for signs of a miracle, and the mirror was gone. And in its place was this big dark hole on the wall, almost like an entrance to a dark tunnel. And as Ruthie is staring at this void, she sees these two dark hands emerge from underneath that come out of the hole and grip onto her sink. And then eyes pop up and a man's head pops up, and then he uses his arms, which are clutched onto the sink, to pull himself up and out of the hole in her wall, where he plopped down on the bathroom floor and then stood up and stared at Ruthie. And then everything after that point would have happened really fast. Ruthie likely began screaming, at which point the first man, the dark figure that had run out into the hallway and prompted Ruthie to call 911, he must have heard Ruthie screaming, and so he came running back in through the front door into Ruthie's apartment with a jacket over his head, and then at some point he or the other man who had come out of the hole in the wall yelled at Ruthie to get down on the ground. Maybe she didn't comply, maybe she did, but after that, 4 gunshots rang out. All 4 shots hit Ruthie. However, these 4 shots did not kill Ruthie right away. And so Ruthie was very alive as these 2 men stole her TV, they stole her rocking chair and some other things, and Ruthie was almost certainly still alive when the police did finally show up and began knocking on her door and calling her phone, but she was bleeding to death. She couldn't move, she couldn't make a sound, but the police just abandoned her, at which point she did die. It would turn out that disturbing rumor that the police...
How the fuck? Like, I was thinking, like, he was like, yeah, it did happen. Yeah, some weird creature thing came out of the fucking wall. But no, some niggas just fucking was climbing through people, like, through some weird vents and cracks in the walls and shit and was breaking into apartments. Like, what?
About this apartment building was that apparently people in this building had learned that you could pull off your mirror inside of your bathroom and literally climb into the walls. And from that point, you could basically wander all over this building and then punch other people's mirrors in their bathrooms in, and then climb through that hole and do whatever you wanted to the people inside of that apartment. And so when Ruthie began hearing those whispers when she was in her bathroom looking at the mirror hoping for a miracle, those were the sounds of thieves and killers and criminals slinking about her wall. Detectives speculated that the 2 men who killed Ruthie likely found out about her disability payments and decided to rob her. However, the 2 men that police arrested, the 19-year-old Edward Turner, who was found in possession of her TV, and this other man who was also arrested, were ultimately acquitted because there were so many people crawling through the walls all day and night inside of this building that there was no way to prove that those 2 were the ones who actually went in and killed Ruthie. To this day, no one else has ever been charged with Ruthie's murder. What happened to Ruthie became the basis for the very popular horror movie called The Candyman, starring Tony Todd.
Damn. That's crazy.
So, that's gonna do it.
That's
if you got
fucking
something
wild. I would have never guessed that, bro. I was fucking... I had no fucking idea where this story was going. Like, the whole time, I'm just like, what are you talking about? Where are you going with this shit, Ballin? You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit. But anyways, man, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys hopping on with me, hanging out with me for this beautiful Saturday evening. And yeah, you guys have a nice fucking day tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys later. You dig what I'm saying? Peace out. Oh, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that bell notification. And I'll catch y'all later.